Welcome back to the channel. Today is for the novice and the intermediary people that don't know how to make ribs. So stay tuned. Go get you some coffee, some tea, and watch me make these ribs. Now I know everybody has their own way of making ribs, but this is the most definitive, easiest way to make seasoned, tender, smoked ribs. Now y'all just stay with me. I gotta put on my PPE right fast. And we're gonna get to it. Hold on, let me put my glove. Let me see. Gotta get your gloves. Let me make sure these are the right. Let me make sure my fingers are right. Okay. All right, so you got to get your gloves on. Let me get all my ingredients. Okay. All right. I got to get my rub. All right, so everybody knows about this stuff here. Not everybody knows about this here, and I'll explain to you this in a hot second. Then I have one more. I'm going to try a new rub out. All right. So the only three ingredients I'm going to use to season my ribs is bone sucking sauce, seasoning and rub. And this is called, I'm not sure where my wife gets it from, but it's called number 8 rub. And if I find out where my wife bought it from, I'll put a description, put a link in the description. But this right here is by far the finest stuff known to man. So let's get started. Let me wash my gloves off first. Make sure everything. And again, this video is for people that like really, really good ribs. Hate to toot my own horn, but I've never made a bad batch of ribs. So I went to Walmart and I got me 3 slabs of Smithfield's extra tender St. Louis style barbecue ribs. And I'm going to just show you how I do one package of ribs, and then you just do it over and over for each slab of ribs you get. I don't want to sit it on the board, that way I don't contaminate my board. It almost touched, but it didn't. So again, Smithfield costs $2.74 a pound, and I got 3.32 pounds for a total of $9.10. So let me put this over here. I'll cut this bad boy open. And then we'll get ripping. Okay. So do it like this here. And if I get off camera a little bit, don't worry, I'll get back in. So what I'm doing right now off camera is I'm rinsing the ribs off. And then we'll get back to it here shortly. Okay, so here we are. This is the slab of rib. It's a little extra fat on there. And then I'll show you what I noticed that a lot of people don't do when they make their ribs. And it can really change the tenderness of the ribs if you don't do it. You do it, ribs are good. You don't do it, ribs are not so good. So what you have to do is you have to take off the membrane. So right now, I'm just going to cut the little extra fat off that we don't need. And I know everybody that this video is just in time for Mother's Day. Okay, so this is how you do it. So right here, there's a little membrane here. And you know what I'm talking about. You kind of just peel it from the edges. This is the difference between tender ribs and not so tender ribs. So you just pull this membrane, and if you do it right, it'll peel in one piece. Sorry about that. I just kicked the camera. So look, you peel it up here, just right there at the edge, this little membrane here. You kind of dig at it with a knife. Then when you get it nice and peeled up, let's see. Whatever you do, do not fast forward the video. You're gonna miss some important steps. So here it is. As you can see, it's peeling away. Just be patient. Once you get it, okay, there it is. Okay, you see that right there? And this right here lets the seasoning get through. There it is. This is right here. This is the tricky part, but a necessary part. And you know what I mean when I say once you get it going, it'll come in one piece. So let's see if we can get in there. And even if it doesn't come in one piece, you'll see what I'm saying. You'll see what I'm talking about when you start to. Yeah, right there. This is what they call peeling the membrane. And just peel it all the way down as far as it goes. There it is. There it is. There you go. That's what you want gone, right there. This allows you to get access to this allows your seasoning to get access all the way through. It gets a little tricky. You might leave a little tad bit, but for the most part, that alone was enough. But I'm finicky about my ribs, so I try to get it all off. There you go. See that? Almost reminds you of saran wrap. There we go. There we go. There's a little more there trying to hide. Oh, but I'm going to get it all. So. All right, there we go. Okay. And then there's some excess fat. I cut all that off. Okay. Rib preparation is like possession. It's 9/10 of the cook. Alright, so we got all that off. I'll cut all this extra off. And as you can see, there's a little bit more there. Sorry if I'm blocking the camera, but you guys get the gist of what I'm doing. Okay, so for me, that's about all I do. And then I cut any of the excess fat off. Yeah, I'll probably cut this part off too. I can cook that on the side and have me something to eat in a little bit. Okay, there we go. So to me, that's all you need to do to prepare it. I'll leave that little bit of fat, that's flavor. Guess I can cut this little bit off right here. So you just kind of trim the fat to your desired liking. But that's it right there. And so what I'll do is, I'm going to rinse the rib off again. And then we'll get to the seasoning. The seasoning aspect of it. And again, you just do this for every rib that you're cooking. Believe me, do yourself a favor and pull that membrane off. Okay, so with that done, the seasoning part comes. So I use two different types of seasonings again. This first one I'm going to use, this would be the first time that I've ever used this kind of seasoning. So again, bone sucking seasoning and rib. So what you do is, you use it generously. Let me open this. Just remember, guys, whatever you touch, you have to definitely clean it off before you put it back in the cabinet. So, the way I do it is generously. I like my ribs highly seasoned. So if I need to eat the bone, it's all good. So that's one side. Look how that looks. Perfect. Then you flip it on over. And season the other side. And I know some of you guys might be saying, because it's touching the counter, but I cleaned everything off. And it's only my family eating this, so we know what we're doing. Alright, so get it on there really good. And then, something that some of y'all may have never heard of or done before, and don't tell nobody I told y'all this secret, but mustard. It don't matter, cheap mustard, expensive mustard, it's all mustard. Shake it up real good. And here you go. Put it on there in a generous amount, because it can't hurt it. And just so y'all know, mustard is nothing but seasoning. So, we're gonna massage it in there real good. But I'm not going to cook these ribs for about another hour. I'll let them sit in the refrigerator and get all seasoned up and ready for the family. So, if it looks like a lot, that's because it's meant to look like a lot. Believe me, when you cook them, you'll understand. Then you do the same thing on the other side. Get it all mustarded up good. I hope I have more mustard in the refrigerator, because if I don't, the other two ribs will just be plain. Don't be scared. Mustard hasn't hurt anything I've ever eaten before, so massage it in there again good like that there. Get the sides, because all sides matter. Contrary to what everybody say, all sides do matter. So you get it all, you massage it as if you was massaging your woman. You know, you get it all in there, getting the sides. You know, don't be afraid to do this. You know, get it all wrapped up in there good. Because it's going to be good. Alright? Now that right there is a prepared rib. So for people that think it takes all day to prepare ribs, and it really doesn't. It's simple and proven by me. Alright, that right there is a rib. A prepared rib, ready to go. So, like I said, so just to recap, rinse the meat off, peel the membrane back, season. I'm gonna wrap it in some saran wrap, and then we're gonna let that one sit. So again, let me wash my gloves off because I got to go touch some other things. And all right. All right. So with my gloves rinsed off and clean, we'll go to the saran wrapping portion. All right. Gloves clean. I use palm olive. Right. Again, nothing fancy, great value. We all know where great value comes from, and if you don't, it comes from Walmart. And so, all right, let's stir that piece off. So can put that on the rib, hit the floor. All right, so back to the cheek stuff. Guess I could do it like that there. Do it like that there. Do it like that there again. It don't matter if you fold it up. However you got to get it done, just get her done. Okay, so now that all the sides are covered, that is a well prepared and wrapped rib. And I won't bore you with the details of doing all three, but I'm gonna throw that away. Of doing all three, but that's pretty much how you do it. Preparation is everything, so I'll let those marinate for about an hour. And then I'll show you once I'm putting them on the grill. All right, be back in a few. Okay, so I got all three racks of ribs ready to go. And so what I do, I just find something to put them in for about an hour. I just got a pot. So they'll just sit in here in the refrigerator, just like that. And put them in the refrigerator, and then an hour, we'll have them ready to go. Okay, now I'm back to finish this video and through the miracle called time. I'll be right back. Going to get those ribs. I got my ribs. We're just gonna stick them on there one by one. Last time y'all saw these ribs, they were going in the fridge. And from the fridge to the thingamajigger. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, here's one rib. Oh, mustard it up and just throw it straight on there. One. That's one down. Two. That's two. And here's three. Here's three. I put the bone side down first. Don't ask me why, it's just my preference. Get those in there, all nice and tidy like. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Everything is good to go. I put the top on there, and then I kind of close the opening maybe halfway. Close the bottom just a smidgen, and it should get real smoky here in a minute. And I'll come back and check it in about an hour. You don't really want to open up the smoker too much. You want to let the smoke smoke. All right, so next time y'all see this, it'll be about an hour. I'll turn them over and let y'all see the natural progression of the ribs. And I tried to get my smoker around 250. It's a little hot now, but it'll calm down here shortly because I got it smothered. But about 250, it'll be perfect. See y'all in about an hour. Look at that smoke. Almost hit the stop button, but look at all that smoke. It's a beautiful day. All right, it's been just about an hour. I'm going to open this up, turn the ribs over, and I'm going back to watch my show. So far, that's what they look like. Let's turn these bad boys over. Perfect. Now, still nice and smoky. And now I can go watch my show. There you go. Like it. See how the smoke just hovers up out of there once the lid goes back on. So this is about the progress I was expecting. So another hour or so, I'll come look at them again. Well, this is hour number 3. Let's see what we got up under here. Ooh, woo. Well, that's how ribs should look right there. Nice and juicy. If y'all can see that. I think all that's left to do with these is wrap them in some foil. I'm gonna have to get a zoom in shot for you on this one. They're pulling away from the bone. So let me get a close in on here. Look at that there. All right, let me get a little bit closer for you guys. Now that right there, my friends, is ribs that's done. Hold on, before I pull them all the way, let me pull back a little bit more. Because I want y'all to put a face with these ribs right here. All right, so. All right, so. You haven't seen me on the camera for a little while, so I just want y'all to have a face to go with these ribs. If y'all could smell them, boy, you'd be over here trying to buy them from me, but they're not for sale. So, as promised, ribs are done. They have the right color. I don't know what to say. Well, everybody, y'all have seen me from beginning to end. Preparation. Y'all know what the ribs should look like. And this is it. I'm scared to pick them up again. Scared they're going to fall off the bone. So just remember, click, subscribe, comment, and share if you found this video helpful. I'm about to go eat. I wish you guys were here with me to eat, but I'm sorry that you're not. But maybe on the next one. But yes, everybody, these are ribs done. Finito. Have a happy Mother's Day 2020. My wife is about to enjoy the rest of hers. And on that note, we are out. Ribs. Okay, last and final video of the rib deal. So I'm going to attempt to show you all how easy it is to cut these ribs if done right. If done right. So if done right, it should just kind of just, woo, woo. That's a bone, that's a bone. Look at this here. Actually, look, before I even cut it, look at that. Rib just breaks apart. If your ribs do that, that means you did something right. Let's try it here. They want to give me some plates? Woo! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me see. Oh, just give me one plate and I can, the side is ready.
So you're ready? You want
Be,
the rice on there?
no, I'm gonna put the ribs on there. I'm just cutting y'all some up. Unless y'all just want to slab, actually. Unless y'all just want to slab a piece. Oh, almost left the bone behind. Look at that. Look at that. Woo. Chelsea, I know you're ready to sink your teeth in some of these, aren't you? Look at your plate. I almost don't even need the cutter. To be honest, just pull them apart. Chelsea, stir them beans for me. Hey, baby, take a piece of this one of these.
I don't want to piece one of them. till my beans are ready. So I can eat.
Are they ready, Joseph?
Not yet.
Huh?
Not yet. Did you stir them?
Well, these ribs are so tender, a baby can eat them. I mean, a baby with no teeth. Alright, so y'all, that's it. No more on the rib video. Video is over. Done. Watch this video in its entirety, and you too will have delicious, tender, seasoned ribs.